huge congratulations, a World Cup semi-final. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's a blessing. I'm grateful, and yeah, it's a dream come true.
And in terms of, we talked about the guts that the team showed in altitude and backs to the wall with 10 men against Mexico in Mexico City. With all the injuries that were happening with the heat out there, was that even more gutsy tonight?
Yeah, it was a tough game with the heat, but you know the boys dug in, we all dug in, and yeah, we got over the line, man.
Spence. Hi. Well, first, congratulations. And I also want to ask you, what do you feel like coming into a quarterfinal is already very hard to play, and to a Norway that did a very good game against you guys? I don't know if you can hear me.
No, not really. Sorry.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry. I was just saying first, congratulations. And well, I was just asking you, you came into one of the most difficult games, now thinking the semifinal. And what do you think about Norway? Because, well, they did a very great game.
Yeah, they did a good game. They're a good team. They defended well, and you know we had to break them down, pound the rock. But yeah, we done it, and we're happy.
Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? My name is Alonso Contreras from Air Sport Leeward. What does it mean for England to have Jude Bellingham at the best level that he's showing? You know, he was with a yellow card precaution that he could miss the next game, but he showed up with two goals and put England to the next phase in my finals.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal player, big player, and big players turn up at the big games, and that's what he's done every game for us. So yeah, fantastic player.
Hello, Spence. What did Thomas tell you before you go into the pitch? It seems like both of you were a little bit mad.
Sorry, say that again?
What did Thomas Tuchel tell you before you get into the pitch? It seems like both get a little bit mad.
He was a little bit mad. No, I think it's just passion. Just psyching me up to go on the pitch and cause trouble. And yeah, that's what I did.
Jed, many controversies in this game. One of them, the penalty. Can you please tell us how you experienced that situation?
Say that again, sorry?
The penalty situation. How did you experience that? What do you think about that part?
What's my thoughts on it? I mean, the whole world saw it, so yeah, I'll let everyone decide. I've got no comment for that one.
Hi, Spence. Congrats on the win. I wanted to ask you, how important is to have the fans? I know that you've trained in Florida already, in Tampa. You had some friendlies. How did the weather? It seems like you guys got more rhythm, faster, stronger, and obviously you guys got the result.
Yeah, we had to dig in, and as the game gone on, we got stronger. The players came on, made a difference, and yeah, I thought we were stronger than them like when the game went on. So yeah.
Jed over here. Could I ask you about the resilience that you guys have shown at Mexico City to come here today, the heat, all the rest of it? I mean, what kind of position does that put you in for the rest of the tournament here? And just the character that you guys have right now is pretty incredible to be a part of, right?
Yeah, we've got great character, great team spirit, and that's what we've been building over the last couple of months. And yeah, it's a family, and we're all together, and yeah, we'll die for each other.
Hi, Jed. Huge congratulations. Incredible to make it through to World Cup semi-final. I want to ask you a bit about your performance, because when you came on, it felt like you really had the bit between your teeth. You were so tenacious, really going for everything. Can you talk me through a little bit about that mentality and what it meant? You must have known the end goal, right?
Yeah, listen, I just want to make the country proud, the nation proud, my team proud, the manager proud. And yeah, when I step on the pitch, I'll give 100%, 110% for this country. And yeah, I'm just grateful to do my part.
Hi, Jed. I just wanted to ask you about the Norway team one more time. Erling Haaland came off in the midway through extra time. I wonder what your reaction was. Obviously, you prepared for every Norwegian attacker, but were you surprised by that decision?
No, not really. Wasn't really focused on him, to be fair. But obviously, it was a tough game. Everyone was feeling it, and just guess he was tired. I guess so. He had to come off. I don't know. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Congratulations, Jude. You're in a World Cup semi-final. I said to you after the Mexico win, I asked you about the guts and the sheer will to win in this team. It was there again for all to see. Was it even more tonight with the injuries and the heat?
Yeah, good evening all. No, definitely. I think it's the game split into loads of different kind of facets. You know, some of it's technical, tactical, and for me the biggest one is psychological and how you can manage setbacks, how you can manage adversity. And this team showed yet again that they can do it, and that's a really valuable skill and trait to have going into this stage of the tournament.
Thomas has just been quite critical of the performance after the game. Does that show the standards that he expects, the standards you guys expect of each other, and maybe that there's more to come from the team?
Maybe, but maybe he doesn't know what it's like to play in those kind of conditions against Erling Haaland, Odegaard, Nusa, Sorloth. You know, that's not an easy team to play against. So, you know, I think we've tried to create a positive environment. We should continue that going into the Final Four. I can't speak highly enough of the lads. You're not going to win every game popping the ball and making 1,000 passes. Sometimes you have to win dirty, and we've done that again tonight.
Hola Jude, aquí Roberto Quintana de Televisión Española. Lo primero, enhorabuena por el pase a semifinales. Quedáis 3 de las mejores selecciones, 2 finalistas de la Eurocopa, una de las finalistas del último Mundial. Veremos lo que hace Argentina. ¿Qué te dice esto para ti que las grandes habéis respondido y estáis en semifinales? España, Francia, Inglaterra.
Es increíble para nuestro país, para todo el país. Es un día muy especial y a por más, ojalá.
Hi Jude, over here.
Oh, yeah,
Congratulations, Aisha Galati from Haters TV. You were the match winner in a World Cup quarter-final. You're into a semi-final. That must just feel incredible. Is this something you ever dreamt of growing up? Is it beyond your wildest dreams?
Yeah, probably a bit beyond, to be honest. I'm a confident boy, but I don't think you go to bed at night dreaming about games like that. So I've said before in the other interviews that I've done, it's nice to have an impact and to help my team, but my God, the effort of those lads in there, you know, I'm so proud of how they keep battling regardless of what situations we find ourselves in. They can be really proud, and I know they are, and I'll make sure they feel that as well.
Jude, congrats to your 2 goals and to make it to the semi-final. Before your first goal, the ball touched the camera or the rope of the camera. Did you see that? Did you guys see that? Or
didn't see that, mate. Sorry, didn't see it. Sorry.
Bellingham por acá. Bueno, Stephanie Schurman de Venezuela para Solo Next. Primero, felicitarte. Y segundo, pues, ¿qué se siente marcar los 2 goles que ahora tiene a tu equipo en semifinales? Y bueno, ¿qué mensaje quieres enviarle a todos los fanáticos que están apoyando a Inglaterra?
Estoy contento, ayuda a mi equipo otra vez. Pero es un gran esfuerzo de todos mis compañeros, staff y los fans también. Es un día muy especial para Inglaterra.
Hey, you, how are you? Congratulations, Alonso Contreras for Air Sport Network. How do you manage the pressure because you were with a possible yellow card to play and it could miss the semifinal? How I mean, through the game, do you think about that? How do you manage the pressure, and why do you talk to the coach as well?
Yeah, my mom's telling me all week to watch my language, watch my tackles, watch my face, watch my emotions. So, yeah, I think she drilled it into me all week about being careful of that yellow card. And to be honest, when you play the right way, and credit to the referee, it was class, he still let you communicate in a respectful way. A lot of referees don't let you do that. So I think when I get the balance right and there's a referee who's willing to listen, it makes it a lot easier. And in the end, it was just a really well competed game of football. And yeah, luckily I got through it.
Hey, Jude, es para Globovisión en Venezuela. Bueno, la gente cantó todo Hey You al final, ¿no? Creo que has tenido 2 partidos extraordinarios, un mundial increíble. ¿Cómo te sientes en lo particular tú? Y la condición física también del equipo, porque ha costado mucho cada minuto del partido.
Bueno, muchas gracias por estas palabras. Es difícil, pero es difícil ganar la mundial y todos necesitamos más todos los días, todos los partidos, y por eso estamos en el semifinales.
Hello, hi Jude. Here from Norwegian newspaper. Congratulations with the victory. Thomas Tuchel said after the game in interviews that you were a tad lucky also to beat Norway today. What do you think about the statement from the boss?
No comment.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Jordan, huge congratulations. You're in another World Cup semi-final, and you are the England player with more appearances at World Cup now than any other player. Those are two massive things to happen you in one night, aren't they?
Yeah, I think first and foremost it's more about the team, like I always talk about, to get to another semi-final. We're at that stage where we need to keep going. We've had a great game tonight against a top opponent and we come through it, a test, and yeah, a great honour to be in another semi-final. Yeah, the record's a massive honour for myself and my family, but we're here for a team game. I mean, I'll reflect on that in years to come, but at this moment in time, everybody knows me. It's about getting the job done and focusing on the next game.
Hi, Jordan, from Norwegian Daily News here. Congratulations so much on going through. What was the key for you today to stop Erling Haaland, and what was your thought when you saw him getting subbed off?
Yeah, I think everyone knows how good a player Erling is, but we also know how good a team Norway are. So it's not just an individual, it's a team game, and yeah, they played good today. They got the goal and we had to bounce back, and we had to go into deep waters and go in extra time and get the result.
Jordan, from Colombia, Wilson Gannon. I want to ask you, how do you describe Jude Bellingham? That today he was the man of the match.
Yeah, he's brilliant. His mentality is what puts him on that level. To come up at times every game, to make blocks. You see in the last game against Mexico, that last-ditch tackle from a set piece. That's just as good as a goal. And we know the qualities everybody has up top, and Jude's getting the rewards. And yeah, he's been top level and may continue.
Jordan, obviously, the manager's spoken after the game about maybe not being the best performance, but how does that show the standards that you guys are setting, that you're in a World Cup semi-final and it feels like you could even improve and go on and do better?
Yeah, I think you've got to always want to improve. To get to another semi-final is great, and we always want to keep improving. We'll reflect on the game and we'll analyse it before we move on to the next game, and that's the standards the manager set, and that's what we set as a team ourselves. I think tonight, though, the humidity, I think it was, for me, we talked about altitude in Mexico, but I think tonight was probably the most humid game we've played in all tournaments, so I would say that plays a bit of a factor as well.
Jordan, over here. Stephanie Sherman from Venezuela first. Well, congratulations. And second, can you talk a little bit about the mentality of England? Because sorry, can you hear me better? The game before against Mexico, and then this game, you guys fought until the end, even when the other team were doing a very good game too.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you've got to go in the trenches, and you've got to be resilient, and you've got to roll your sleeves up as a team, and that's what we've got. We've got that togetherness, that team spirit, and the commitment. We drive ourselves. We'll never say never, and the manager wants us to improve going forward, and yeah, we want to do that ourselves. But when the going gets tough, we're resilient and we dig in as a team and make blocks, and make headers, make saves, and everyone's putting the effort in to get the result. And I think everyone can see that. Everyone can see that at home, and hopefully they're having a good night.
Hi Jordan, congratulations, Aisha Galati, Haters TV. Really an amazing performance all rounds, but for you have a really unique position in goal, being so close to the fans for so much of those matches. Just how much do they get you guys going and ultimately get you over the line and into a semi?
No, for us as lads, we know how much it means to us, and we know how much it means to them, and for them to be out in their voices in every game, spending well-earned money, well-hard money to come over and support us, it means a lot to us, and all we want to do is pay them back. And we also have our families there as well, so it's a team thing, and we all do it for this badge that we're wearing, and we're immensely proud to be putting in the shirt on every game we play in.
Hi, Jordan, over here. From a Norwegian VG, from a Norwegian perspective, of course, the disallowed goal was a big talking point. What was your view on that situation, and what did you think when the referee went out to the screen?
Yeah, it always happens in football. VAR's there now. I've not seen it back. I would say VAR's, stop us getting a penalty and stop them scoring a goal. So it's evened itself out, and you can't comment on it too much. And for me, that's the laws of the game now, and that's what you've got to be careful for. We were in the pre-World Cup meeting, and they said they would punish things like that, and that's what they've done. Cheers.
Hi, Pickford. Godspar from Nigeria. Good one today. What can you say about Harry Kane's leadership? And Bellingham getting a brace today. And yes, what can you say about that?
Yeah, Harry sets the standards on and off the field, and we know that the standards he set for himself, and he's a great role model for everybody. And when you've got a lead like that, you need other leaders behind him, and that's what we've got. We've got a team full of leaders, and like we've spoke about earlier, Jude's popped up with 2 great goals again, and we've got over the line, and now we need to recover and get ready for the next game. Thank you. We'll leave it there. Thank you. See you, Bobby.
Sander Berge, eventyret avsluttes. Vi må bare ta det med deg først. Det noen kontroversielle situasjoner I den matchen her. Det en ball på et utspill fra Ørjan Nyland som det så ut som Ørjan også mener borte I vaieren til dette dronekameraet over banen. Ja. Så det en annullering som Erling Haaland på Elliot Anderson, som også mange mener veldig billig. Kan du si litt om hva du synes om de 2 situasjonene du som ut på der?
Ja, vaieren får jeg ikke med meg om før etterpå, men det jo latterlig hvis det casen. 2-1 sier seg selv, det skal være mål alle dager I uka, men det fine, det fine margins, man vet jo aldri helt hvilken vei det går, og ja, da lager I hvert fall jeg straffe hver uke I Premier League. Sånn det jo. Altså, I forhold til hvordan jeg markerer noen spillere, og dytter noen spillere.
Du får en dytt selv, I motsatt ende.
Ja, jeg legger meg ikke ned, jeg har ikke det I meg.
Nei, du mener Elliot Anderson gjør det?
Nei, men det litt sånn, altså, det det ikke en fordel altså, å være fysisk sterk og stor som Erling da. Altså, da må jo alt bli straffe da, på en måte, da, hvis man holder spillere som jeg da. Markerer jo Gabriel forrige kamp og Marcoé I dag. Jeg bruker jo mye henne jeg også.
Sander, Tuchel sier at de heldige I dag. Du enig I det, og det dommeren de heldigst med?
Altså vi går jo opp til 2-1 og det skal jo være mål alle dager I uka så sånn sett kan man jo forstå det men det jo en tett og jevn kamp altså England veldig bra, vi bra I perioder det bølger frem og tilbake det 2 gode lag og kamper på det nivået her med de aller beste kommer stort sett ned til små beslutninger, altså store beslutninger som det og ja, om du har litt marginer mer eller ikke
Sander Nyland helt knust etter kampen, hvordan det å se en lagkamerat slik?
Nei, vi alle skuffet selvfølgelig Nyland med det fantastiske mesterskapet han har levert og han jo trolig grunn til at vi her I dag og åpenbart Erling var jo kløtsj av en annen verden forrige kamp men det Nyland leverte var jo helt sinnssykt så vi har alt å takke ham for selvfølgelig det lov å være skuffet I dag og det gjør han har vist så håper han jo selvfølgelig å gjøre mer på det målet, men det ikke noe å ta ham på som lag, og det ikke det vi står på. Får du 2-1, så vinner du fort.
Question in English, if that's okay. I'm sure before the tournament you were obviously a very proud Norwegian, but now that the tournament for Norway's finished, how do you feel? Because everyone's almost adopted Norway as their second team. All the other nations are copying the Viking road. Your teammate Erling Haaland has proven himself to be one of the best players in the world on the world stage. Are you even more a proud Norwegian than you were before the World Cup started?
As you say, always been proud, but obviously immensely proud to see how together the country has been, you know, the support we've had back home, the journey we've been on here. I guess we've had the toughest route to the final 8 with our opponents, the proudness in our team. Every single day we train and play together, to see the support out here in America. Each and every single game and the journey we've been on, you know, we were a team in Nations League C a few years back competing at home in front of 2,000-3,000 people and now you're playing on the high stage head to head with the best teams so yeah, immensely proud, fantastic journey and the development and all the people working hard together to achieve this.
Selvom jeg fra Danmark, så tager vi den lige på engelsk. The ball hit the wire just prior to the English goal. What have you guys been talking about in the dressing room afterwards?
Just that the ball hit the wire, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't do much about it after. I think we feel more done by the 2-1. But again, like, what to say and what to do, you know. I guess everyone thinks it should have been 2-1, but tough to take and tight, close game, and in the end they came out on top, and we pushed on until then and did everything we could.
Sander, hvordan var stemningen I garderoben etterpå? Var det mest skuffelse over tapet mot England, eller var det glede over et godt VM?
Nei, skuffelse, definitivt. Ser man på totaliteten senere i kveld eller i morgen, så skjønner man hvor langt man har kommet og hvilken fantastisk eventyrhistorie det her har vært. Men vi går ut på banen her for å vinne. Og når du spiller en så jevn kamp og du fort kan vinne, og ja, det var helt even Steven det. Så da du bittert og surt og tungt.
From what you saw of England, do you think that they can now go on to win the World Cup or not, and why?
Definitely. I mean, if you come to the top 4, you deserve to be there. And the quality they have, their structure, the physical team they are, 2 players of world-class abilities in every position. And their structure is good, they defend well deep, and they have Jude and Kane, and who can give you a goal or an assist or a special moment at any time. And then you bring on the players you do, which is big strength, I think. With heat here and the pressure and the intensity, I think the bench is so valuable, and they obviously have a massive bench, and they look like a team with a lot of togetherness, so for sure they can go all the way.
Sander, klarer du I skuffelsen å se det store bildet her? Folk ror I dag og de elsker dere, og det sagt at dere har vært med å endre landet. Kan du si litt om det?
Jo, definitivt. Fantastisk å ha vært vitne til. Og man går inn I kampen I dag vitende om at man trolig stolt uansett om man vinner eller taper. Hvor langt vi har kommet. Med selvfølgelig håp om å gå inn I siste uka, men ja, det den feteste reisen jeg har hatt I mitt fotballiv, og med de gutta her og den gjengen, det ingen andre man ville gjort det her med, og se landet bak seg, leve med og føle på all den gleden har vært det feteste.
Du sa du var helt ferdig etter 70 minutter, og så tok det vel 105 før du ble byttet ut. Hva skjedde I perioden der, og hvordan hadde du det?
Det var tungt, ja. Det var helt spesielt å spille I dag med den humidityen og sånn, og det var tungt. Men igjen, det likt for alle, så det ikke noe, jeg kommer ikke med noen unnskyldninger her nå.
Det helt vanvittig VM over, Erling. Jeg må spørre deg om 2 situasjoner I matchen. Først et utspill fra Ørjan Nyland, som også Norge-benken mener traff vaieren til til kamera over banen. Og 2, når Elliot Anderson går I bakken I duellen med deg der, kan du si litt hvordan du opplever at den blir annullert etter at hoveddommer ser den på VAR igjen?
Det konfirma at han traff det kamera, eller?
Nei, FIFA har jo folk uttalt som at han ikke gjorde det. Det ikke var noen utslag I denne sensoren I ballen.
Hva mener du?
Det ikke så farlig hva jeg mener, men det I hvert fall bilder som noen mener ser ut som han gir et utslag I ballen. Hva mener du?
Jeg svarer på spørsmålet hvis du svarer. Hva mener du?
Jeg synes det umulig for meg å svare på.
Ok, men da det umulig for meg også. Elliot Andersens situasjon, den mener jeg altså, hvis det frispark, da må jeg få frispark nesten I hver duell. I hver eneste kamp. Så jeg ble skuttet, jeg ble reven hele veien, og jeg synes det soft.
Hei, Erling. Sander Berge sier at dette har vært den feteste fotballreisen I hans liv. Akkurat nå så det flere 10 000 foran slottet I Oslo som synger «Vi skal vinne EM». Du skal få slippe å ta stilling til det, men hvordan har denne reisen vært for deg?
Jeg enig. Det den feteste 6 vekene jeg har hatt kanskje I hele mitt liv. Det var helt surrealistisk. Vanskelig å ta det nå. Du litt sånn tom for etter kamp og sånn, og ganske ned I kjelleren, men hvis jeg bare tenker kjapt gjennom hvor fort jeg disse 40 pluss dagene, det var helt sykt. Det minner for livet. Det det kjekkeste jeg får med på. Jeg tror samtlige enige om det, og jeg tror alle nordmenn også setter utrolig stor pris på det. Det håper jeg. Jeg håper folk glade. Jeg håper det gjort en togetherness I landet, og vi skal være stolte samtidig, så skal vi også lære av kamper som dette I fremtiden. Kvartfinale I VM avgjøres I små detaljer, og vi får noen situasjoner imot oss. Og altså England har vært I disse situasjonene før, de har erfaring og alt sånn, og forhåpentligvis neste gang klarer vi å vippe det til vår favør.
Erling, hvor utlada er du nå etter en lang Premier League-sesong og et VM, og hva gjør du for å komme til hektene igjen før en ny sesong?
Jeg er helt ferdig nå, det skal jeg være ærlig å si, og jeg vil tro du kommer fort til å finne ut hva jeg kommer til å finne på de neste par vekene. Det vil jeg tro.
You kind of talked about not having much of a chance to win this tournament. I'm curious how this matched your expectations, this run, and what it meant for you to guide the Norwegians to the quarterfinal.
I think it's been unreal, honestly. The performance is one thing. Beating out Brazil is one thing, but I think the way Norway has been, how we put Norway on the map, I think is maybe one thing that touches me the most. I think with the row, with how good people we are, I think we are good people. I think that really touches me, and we put Norway on the map, and hopefully now we can establish something when it comes to Euros, World Cups and everything, because our generation is amazing. And I also hope this gives motivation to young people back in Norway that it's possible. It's possible to play at the biggest stage in the world with a Norway t-shirt on.
Erling, what did you say to Jude at the end? It looked like you were having some conversations during the game and afterwards. And would you love to see him and some of your Man City teammates now go on and win the World Cup?
I mean, Jude is a good friend. We had 2 good years together in Dortmund, so we keep in touch and everything. And he's such a good guy. I've said it so many times. We had so much fun together. So. And I'm not surprised that he scores 2 goals today and performs the way he does. The only thing is that he gets sometimes I think he gets a bit too much of critic because he don't score enough goals or whatever it is. And I think he don't really deserve it because I think he's one of the best in the world. And he's a midfielder. He still scores goals. He still managed to dribble every single player on the field, so it's just praise for Jude. I think he's unbelievable, and England is lucky, Madrid is lucky because everybody would want a Jude in the team.
Want the City lads to now win the trophy?
Yeah, why not? I think I have a few City lads in England, in France. And like that in Spain, so it's of course I want England to do well. I've been supporting. I think I got an England jersey before I got a Norway jersey when I was young. So of course I want England to do well because it's a nice country and it's a nice T-shirt.
And Erling, for yourself, you've obviously proven yourself in the Bundesliga. You've proven yourself in the Premier League. You've proven yourself in Europe, in the Champions League. You've now proven yourself, if it needed to be done, on the world stage as well. How does it feel to be Erling Haaland and be now confirmed, if it needed to be, as one of the best strikers in the world?
Well, how it is to be Erling Haaland right now, after being in the quarterfinals with Norway and going straight to holiday, it's quite nice, I would say so. I'm quite happy with my life. I'm enjoying it. I'm in a good place, and I mean, it's kind of difficult to take in this kind of a show or a roller coaster we've been in now for the last 6 weeks, because it's been so much, and it's been so much impressions, it's been so much feelings, and again, I think this changes Norway. I think it changes me, and I think we're gonna. I've said it many times. We're building on something in Norway. I think it's already built. I think we're there now. And it's about maintaining this because, again, we've shown that it's possible. We've shown that it's possible to beat one of the biggest football nations in the world, Brazil. Of course, we lose against England now. We gave them a good fight with some decisions differently. It could have been a different thing, but at this level, it's the small details, and I know everything about this because in Man City, it's also about these small details. And normally, the best team, which is of course England in terms of the players and this, normally you get these decisions with you, like when I'm in Man City, normally it goes my way, And yeah, in the end, I'm just proud. I've been so proud every single day here now since we qualified and since being here in the US. And yeah, I don't really know what to say more because I think I've spoken so much down here in the US and I'm getting a bit fed up of it. So now it's time to get holiday.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
With that, thank you very much.